Hello, my name is Lisa Rochford, and I am a social service manager with the Department of Human Services. Today I will be meeting with a 30-year-old female, Mrs. Lipscomb. DHS received a report that her son Kenneth, who is 9 years old, was being physically disciplined by maternal grandmother. I've already met with the child and grandmom, who both deny allegations. I am meeting with mother to get collateral and background information and assess parents' functioning with a biopsychosocial interview. Today I will be interviewing Ms. Lipscomb with a strength-based approach with emphasis on self-efficacy and self-determination to assess the safety of the child in her care, as well as identify any problems or needs in the family that I can assist with. Through this helping relationship, I will focus on purposefulness, acceptance and respect, empathy, and trustworthiness. I will demonstrate the interviewing skills of strength-based questions, open and close-ended questions. I will also roll with any resistance, acknowledge discrepancies, and utilize confrontation. I will focus on principle 1, focus on client strengths, and practice principle 2, client in charge of the helping relationship. Hello, Ms. Lipscomb. How are you today?
I'm good, Ms. Rochford. How about yourself?
I'm good. So I know that we spoke on the phone,
Yes.
and I was explaining to you that we had received a DHS report. How do you feel about meeting today?
Good. I feel like you and I, we talked kind of about, the situation, and after you and I talked, because I know you'd already talked to Kat and my mom, I talked to my mom, about the whole thing, and, it just really, as far as using what types of discipline I really want her to be using with Ken, she and I got to talk, so I think that I feel good about it, and, talk to Ken and making sure he's fine, with being with my mom and all of that too, so I know you and I already talked, so I feel good.
Okay. Well, that's good. So I know you were really nervous in the beginning to be speaking with DHS.
Never had a DHS report in my life, let me tell you. I told you when we first spoke is I've never experienced anything like this before. So, I get it. You guys have a job to do, and, I appreciate, the work that you do, but because some kids out here are really actually getting abused, and so, I understand, your work, but for us, my family, I know that my son's safe. I know all of that. So,
well, I understand that it can be very stressful to have us call. I can't imagine getting a call like that. And so I thank you for cooperating and kind of working with me. I just want to make sure that Ken's okay. And if there's anything else that I can help you guys with, I'll absolutely do that, okay?
Right, yeah.
So I understand you're living with your mom.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been living with her?
About a year now.
Okay. And are you working?
I am working part-time at Walmart.
Okay. And how's that going?
Good. They're giving me more shifts. Hopefully I can get more hours because I am trying to work a little bit more. And then my mom's been a support for watching, Ken when I have to work, in the evenings and whatnot.
Okay. So I do want to ask you, do you have any mental health diagnosis or any issues?
No, nothing diagnosed.
Okay. Do you feel like you're stressed or have a lot of anxiety lately?
It's a lot, I've been through a lot in the past year and a half, having to move with my mom, moving out of the house with Ken's dad, like that, me and Ken's dad breaking up, like all of that has been a lot, but what can I do? Like, I have to keep it moving,
Yeah. Well, you seem to have really good coping skills. You seem to be doing what you need to for your son.
Yeah, I try. I'm trying my best over here. So.
How's he been doing?
He's been all right. I can't complain about him. He's a good kid, and he seems to be, doing okay. He misses his dad, obviously, but he understands that, mommy and daddy are going through something right now, and he can't, he doesn't see dad as often. Like, he understands that there's a reason for that, not that daddy don't love him or nothing like that, but that there's some change happening right now.
Okay. So I know when we spoke on the phone, what school did you say that he went to?
Ken goes to Barry Elementary.
Okay. That's what I thought you said. But I contacted the school to try to just confirm that and see if there's any issues in school that maybe you weren't aware of. And they're stating that he's not enrolled.
Well, that must. Did you contact Miss Fulton? You spoke to Miss Fulton?
I spoke to the counselor.
Oh, right. That must be, because I primarily deal with Miss Fulton, so that must be a mistake. He's definitely enrolled there.
Okay. So I pulled his records, and it does state that he attended there before, but that he's not currently enrolled. And when I spoke to them, they stated that he's not a student there.
So I know this year I was a little bit slow on getting him into school. Just with there's been a lot of change, all that. So this year he has missed a lot this year. But he's a smart kid.
Okay. So I'm here to help you, and I can't help if I don't know the problem. Okay. So is he enrolled in school?
Not for this year, no.
Okay. Has he been to the doctors this year?
So I do have to schedule his well. It's a whole thing, and I really didn't even really want to get into it. But his father, he was having a lot of stress because he lost his job. We were under his insurance, and his father's bullshit that I've been going through is the reason, a lot of I've been having to work more and do all that. So, we had a lapse of insurance. I've been trying to get him linked with welfare insurance, and I've been having issues in that regard. So, I know he's not up to date, but he's got no medical issues. I know he's due. He just needs to get his shots and whatnot. I just haven't gotten around to getting the insurance active. And once I get that active, then I promise you he'll be up to date.
Okay. So is that something that you would like assistance with?
Yeah, because the people at the offices are really giving me a hard time about getting his insurance active, and I don't understand the issue.
Okay. Well, my job here is just to make sure that Ken is okay and to help you any way that I can. Right. And I can see that you're overwhelmed. So we do have services. Someone can come out once a week and meet with you and just help you with these goals. Okay? They can help you get him enrolled in school. They can help you, get the situation with the medical insurance dealt with.
So one thing that I also was wondering about, I'm not sure if you guys help with this, but listen, I love my mother to death. I am so thankful that she allowed me and Ken to come and stay with her, but I don't know how long we can really be here. Like, I am working towards getting my own house, but it's just one thing after another, like, as far as paying all of my bills, like, just making sure that my son's good. Like, it's a lot, but I also know that if I had my own place and was outside of the stress of my mom, like, I could also breathe a little bit easier. So, I don't know if you guys help with housing or anything like that, but
So we don't have any housing, but we can definitely help you look for a place. And if you find a place, we can help you with something like first month's rent, deposit, things like that.
Yeah, that would be great. If I could have somebody help me with all that too.
So I can make those referrals, and we can have someone sit down and work with you on these goals. My job is just to make sure that you and Ken are in the best possible position, right, and that everything's okay with him. Okay. So I do want to ask, do you have any medical issues going on?
No, not nothing serious. I'm tired, from working and just running around and trying to get, everything together. But no, I don't have any medical issues, no.
Okay. And is there any drug and alcohol issues going on?
No, not currently. Back in the day I did have a history, but it was like pot, like I was smoking pot, and I stopped doing that when Ken was young.
Okay. Does Kenneth have any medical issues?
No, he's healthy as a horse.
Okay. And what about Dad? Can he be a resource for you?
Don't get me wrong, his father is a good father and loves him, but since he lost his job, he's been drinking a lot more, and it's not really the type of person he is now is not who I want my son around.
Okay.
And I mean, we're kind of starting going back and forth in custody, but I mean, that will be a headache later because I got to figure out, like, I don't really have an attorney, and I want to get an attorney, but as far as representing me in the custody issue, but his father, I mean, I trust his father, that wouldn't hurt him or nothing like that, never nothing like that, but he's a different person when he drinks, and just since he lost his job, he's just been drinking really heavy, and that's not the type of environment that I want Ken to be around.
Okay. Is there any violence going on with you two?
I mean, we argued a lot, like, in the past. I mean, when we were in the height of it all, and ultimately, like, what made us break up, like, and I know, like, that I can see it as far as, like, how it's impacted him. Like, he was never a kid that, like, yelled or screamed, really. He was a quiet kid, and, like, when he gets frustrated or when he gets pissed off about something now, he'll yell and shout and throw something and walk away, and I'm looking at him like, I don't know who you are yelling at me in this house, because it's not my house, my mom's house, but still, and I know that impacts kind of my mom, because, like, he's 9. He's in no position to be yelling back at her and storming around her home, and my mom works my nerves too, but still, like, like, I've seen his behavior, act out as far as that regard. But I'm sorry, to answer your question, there wasn't really any, like, violence, no, just a lot of verbalization back and forth.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing you say that your relationship with him was very tumultuous.
Yeah.
Okay. And I definitely want to help you get some resources. Do you feel like therapy or any of that would be something that you'd be interested in, just to have someone to talk to about all these feelings you're having?
I mean, I would. I also, as far as, like, my primary concern is, is making the money I need to make and really getting all that stuff. So, I mean, if there's a way I can fit that into, like, my schedule, yeah. But, I mean, when I'm looking at, everything that I got to do, like, that is going to have to take a back seat, like, and, and I know that Ken should have been in school. He's a smart kid, so I know he's going to be okay once he gets back in it. Like, I know that. It's just, I have just been going through so much, just trying to get him, like, situated and with my mom, and, like, I don't know, it feels just like time has just flown by.
Yeah. Well, I can see that you're getting upset, and this is a very stressful situation.
Yeah.
But I see that you have a lot of coping skills. I mean, you've been doing this on your own for a little while and have been putting Ken first to make sure that everything's okay with him. But, you can't help him if you're not okay.
I'm just so embarrassed. Like, I've never had DHS before in my life at all. And now y'all come out here and it's all this. It sucks. Like, you don't ever want to be in this position, have somebody, out here and all this. But I mean, I appreciate you being as nice to me as you are. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. And I'm going to make those referrals and have some resources for you. I'm also going to come back out to see you and Ken just to make sure everything's okay. And I'll bring the woman with me that's going to be working with you. And we'll kind of sit down and go over what needs to happen and what other goals you have, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. I thank you so much for meeting with me and for cooperating with this process. Is there anything else that you have any questions about?
No, I mean, thank you for coming out. I mean, any help that you can give, I'll take and I'll listen to whatever you guys say to do. Like, my number one priority is always going to be him and making sure that he's good. So anything that you guys tell me to do, I'll do it. I just need a little bit of help right now.
Yeah, I understand. And that's what we're here for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.